Salt-n-pepa's here. Salt-n-pepa.
No, dog. I'll be Herbie. I'll be Herbie.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna get into this review on Salt-n-pepa movie. It's alright. You think it's alright? It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. All right, let's get into it.
We keep it.
LY. Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney. This is my wonderful, fabulous, handsome husband, Eddie.
Thank you, thank you.
See, you didn't have to say it. I said it
didn't
for
say
you.
my name. Yeah.
I meant to say it, but the Eddie came out of my mouth.
Yeah, see that? God, in serious ways.
All right, you guys. So if this is your first time joining, let me tell you what this channel is all about. This channel is about us. We do relationship topics, reviews, and right now we're reviewing Salt-n-pepa movie that was on Lifetime. So yeah.
Salt-n-pepa.
So let's go ahead and get into it. But if you hadn't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us via Facebook, make sure you do what? Hit like and follow. And on all social media sites, do what, baby?
Comment
down below. Comment down below. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So I hope you guys got a chance to watch. It was on it aired. It was 3 hours yesterday.
I thought it was 2 hours.
7 and 10.
Oh, hour worth of commercials.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, it aired on Saturday night, and it first kind of starts in with them, I guess, getting back together to do was it VH1?
VH1 award show.
Yeah, they were
2005, I think.
Yeah, 2005. And they was nominated
like a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, something like
hip-hop,
that.
Yeah.
So it showed them coming in. Well, I guess Peppa was coming in.
They were coming in separate.
Yeah.
Because they haven't spoke to each other. Stab them.
Yeah.
Chugga. Screw that line up.
Spinderella.
Yeah.
Oh, because I Herbie.
Anywho, yeah, they haven't seen each other in what, like 4 years or something like that. They, kind of. Was 10 years?
I don't know.
Okay, but I know it was a long time.
It was a long time.
Yeah, before they came.
Okay, so it started out with them going back to 1985, going all the way back.
85.
Man, there was some good years, man.
Yeah, you had the beepers and you had to go to the payphone, call people back. What?
Okay, and then that music though, man.
The music, the style.
And guess what I was listening to on my way back home when I was getting ready to watch the movie was Slick Rick. That
was like later.
Children's Story.
Yeah,
I know that thing word for word. I was rapping in that car.
But man, those were the years. If anybody tell you different, they lost their mind.
Yeah,
the 80s was the best decade ever.
Yeah.
You hear me?
So Salt said, we're getting a chance to, and I didn't know this about it. I didn't know that they kind of started off as not being a rap group or not even interested. That Herbie was the one that even, said, hey, yeah. And Salt was like, I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, Herbie had that big dream to blow up because of Dougie Fresh them, and the way to get on the radio quicker was to find somebody that's a rapper that's established and diss them, get a diss track out.
That's what he said.
And that's what they did.
So that's when they were talking and everything. So he, he kind of coached her. She was like, they rapping together, and he was like, nah. She was like, nah, this don't even sound right when you rapping on here.
It sounds like it want to be the rap version of what's her name is Ashley and Simpson.
Oh yeah. So he was like, I need another female. So she went on to work and everything. And it looks like she was working at Sears.
No, she went to the community college first. That's what she meant. Peppa.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I meant to say that she went on. So she was sitting at the community, and she was passing out applications and everything. And so Peppa came in loud as she was and wild as she was, and she's still like that today.
It's loud.
And they got to communicating and talking. And so when she found out she was passing out apps, applications for Sears,
give me one. Yeah, give me one. So give me 3.
Yeah, my friends want one too.
Always trying to hook people up back in the day.
So she ended up, getting the job and coming to the call center and everything. And guess who was there? Kid and Play was working there, as well as Martin Lawrence.
And Martin Lawrence a little fluffy back then.
He was. Now, y'all know y'all could have skinny Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence was skinny.
Alright, okay. Maybe, yeah, he could have been skinny. I don't know how he was back then, but I know he don't know fluffy like that.
He played in the movie Kid and Play. He was skinny then. You know, House Party. He played in that. Them was his young years before we actually knew him. So, and he up there telling jokes to his co-workers.
The same joke.
The same joke.
Wouldn't be shocked. I know on the show. The same joke. A tight sweater on, man. Come on.
So Pepper, Herbie came in. She was like, "Who is that with that boy with that Thriller jacket on and stuff?" She was like, "That's my man, girl. That's my man."
The question was, with that Thriller jacket, was it real? Or was it one of the plastic jackets the knockout jackets we used to have back in the day?
You had one of them?
No, I had a friend.
That had a knockoff.
Yeah, had a knockoff. I said, man, that ain't no real Thriller jacket.
So they went on and they, you know, one thing about Sandy, you know, I call her Salt. She was raised up Christian, you know, Christian home and everything, and she did not do a lot of going out, clubbing, partying, but Pepper was polar opposite of that. She wanted to club, she wanted to be the man, she wanted to just do her thing. And so she was like, girl, you know, I can't go out like that, you know. Plus Herbert was like, you know, she wanted to make sure she was dedicated to her man. So
maybe Pepper had that Jamaican blood. You know?
Yeah, we found out that she was Jamaican.
I knew she was Jamaican.
Oh, okay.
I knew she was Jamaican, but maybe I didn't know Herbie was Haitian though. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. You know, that's good to know. You know, it's just good to know.
Yeah.
So anyway, they got a chance to where Herbie Salt was like, you know, well, trying to pull Pepper into the rap game and everything. And so they came in the studio and Pepper proceeds to try to rap.
Try. That's the key word, try, because she's all beat and she was like, Herbie's like, man, I gave the line, the cadence to follow, you off beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And she was like, ugh. You know, like, you need to talk to me better than this. You know, I ain't gonna be, you know, what she called her? He went to the studio one time with who? Somebody.
He went to a community college for music for like 1 hour. He thought he was a Barry Gordon.
Yeah. And he was like hard. Now, both of them were not rappers. They didn't even want to be rappers. Weren't even thinking about rapping. And so now they get on here and he fussing at them and stuff like that. So, yeah. So they ended up making their first hit record, their first song, played it on the radio.
They played it on the radio. It was a diss track towards, I think it was Dougie Fresh and Dana Dane. I'm not sure about the last, but anyway. So they had a diss track and they went to Dougie Fresh Park. So that's when you know you can make it or not. If they clown you at the park, you ain't gonna make it. But if they give you all the hype and whatnot, you know, you in. And two female rappers, you know, come out in the park. Come on, man. That's tough.
and they was dissing them, but before that, the guy was like, "Well, what's their name and stuff?" He was like, "Well, you know, when they song aired, the people call them salt and pepper. You know, so that's what it is, salt and pepper. That's why I said salt and pepper." And he was like, "No salt in Herbie, no, ain't no Herbie, honey. You is not no Herbie." So anyway,
Herbie be out there having them babies.
So they agreed. They went. And was able to make $5,000 for a single. When they went to the I guess to try to pitch their song to that. They were
trying to get a record label deal, and they pitched the song, and he said, "I give you $5,000. You can give me another song. If that does well, I give you another $8,000 or $9,000 for a whole LP." Yeah. And that's when the shade started coming in.
Yeah.
You know,
he didn't want Pepper.
He didn't want Pepper to he didn't want to cut Pepper no money.
No, okay.
And so he told Salt, you know, hey, you want to help, you know, if you want to cut Pepper some of your money in half, that's on you.
And she did.
And she did, because way he look at it, you know, Pepper really didn't contribute nothing to the group.
It wouldn't be salt and pepper.
Exactly, that's what Salt was saying. But Herb said, "This is my dream. This is my dream. I put y'all together. This is me." But Salt, being Christian, thought it was the right thing to split her part down the middle with Pepper, which I thought the right thing to do.
Yeah, and they was able to do that. So Salt went and told Pepper and everything, and they was able to do that. But this part is when they was going to do their, I guess they was going to perform somewhere, and the fake Salt and Pepper.
They did that a lot back in the day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did that a lot. They try to perpetrate another group for another group, and before you know it, the original group will come in and the set be over with because somebody faked them out.
I didn't even think about that because it's like
especially a new group like salt-n-pepa. They ain't had nobody knew how they looked. They heard them on the radio.
Yeah.
You had you didn't have no videos out back then. You didn't have no social media out back then. So all you heard was a voice on the radio.
Right.
So anybody can go there and beat somebody, over the radio.
Right.
So that's how they got over like that back in the day.
So salt-n-pepa, they decided, okay, well, Herbie decided, listen, now, because Herbie got beat up. He got beat down once he went in there and said, "These ain't the real girls. These ain't the real girls." So it was that pimp that took that picture.
Yeah, the pimp took the picture. That's the reason why he took the picture.
Because he wanted to find some girls that look just like them.
Right.
So he took the picture. Herbie went in there and said, "This ain't them," and ran off stage. And them goons found him and beat him up. And here come Salt saying, I'm from Brooklyn." Bam! I'm from Brooklyn.
See. Bam. Yeah, I'm about Brooklyn. I take both of y'all.
Yeah.
And she took both licks in the face. The point, I don't know why small women want to run up on big dudes, man. Like they're not gonna get hit. Mm-hmm. And she got hit.
Well, they was getting ready to perform, and guess this is when Push It was coming out. Y'all know Push It. Now, I'm just being honest. I didn't know what Push It represented, what they was talking about back in the day. All I know is around the house talking about Push It. I don't know how old I was, but my mama didn't stop me from singing that song. But I was, everybody was pushing it back then.
I had to listen to it real closely. Are they saying Push It or something else?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had to on the radio.
I was just Push It. Ooh, baby. When did you do that look like the wheelchair thing?
I don't know, man.
You don't know the dance.
I know the dance. I'm a dude, man. I'm not gonna be doing no Push It dance, man.
Oh, okay, I didn't have to do all that. Go down low, come up high. I was like, ooh, then everybody. I wanted one of them jackets. I'm telling you.
And I saw a lot of girls with them jackets.
Did you?
Yeah, they was fake. They was fake.
Them jackets was everything back then. Everybody wanted one of them kind of jackets, and then they went from them kind to other kinds. And then everybody wanted to wear the little cat suit just like salt-n-pepa. They wanted to have their hair like salt-n-pepa.
And some of the people that wear them cat suits shouldn't have been worn.
So they was in the bathroom trying to perform, and I was like, "Oh, they go in the bathroom." And you was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I think because the acoustics in the bathroom, because most bathrooms don't have a window, it's small, and they plus they couldn't afford a studio back then.
I guess this is true. Sometimes I know they do add stuff, but it looks like the reason Peppa hair was like that, with like this side and this side shave, is because her sister put that dye in her hair and it fell out.
I did hear that some of that was true. Somehow her hair got messed up, and they tried to kind of same way with the Bobby Brown story. Yeah, like he messed his head up.
I don't believe that.
And then he came out with the wop, and everybody's like, "Ooh, man, don't give me a wop hairstyle, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Boy, you ain't get no wop. You better get that Jerry curl, get."
So let's move on. So it seems like after that they start going on tour, opening up for different groups.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this was kind of weird. It's like they was in these neon colors, and I guess they was smoking weed.
Yeah,
or doing.
I don't remember them. I never seen videos of them in those neon suits before. Maybe it's something that was unseen.
But I think they was having some kind of party at their house. I think they said that they were going to stop letting everybody else get money off of them and make money for themselves. Right. So I guess they was maybe having. I don't know, Herbie was getting some money for parties done at their house or somewhere. I don't know. But so it seems like Peppa went down to, they was at the hotel, and I think Salt said she ain't going nowhere. Y'all know she was a homebody. She wanted to stay by her man.
Oh, before you go further. Now, Peppa was starting to get more business sense from the dude from the MC Hammer group.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because I don't know, they don't even look like Hammer to me, but hey, I digress. And also, Herbie, stuff that I picked up on, the guy that played Herbie played two parts. He played Herbie and the brother. I wonder why I never saw Herbie and the brother on screen together throughout the whole movie. But when you did see them together, and he way out in his back turned or something just blocking his
face.
That's how
they looked alike.
Yeah,
looked alike.
Yeah, but
they couldn't find another person like real unless he had a twin.
Yeah, that's why I think he probably had a twin. But anyway, yeah, but that's what Pepper was starting to get kind of wise on the business part of it. Yeah. And that's why she went to Herbie and all that. But
when she went downstairs to the hotel, he was up there talking to another girl. And, you know, when they went to that thing, I was saying, what was he looking at? He was looking at another girl. When they went to, and they met LL Cool J, and they met all these other celebrities and stuff. And so... Don't
forget, Herbie had a thing for the first Spinderella, too. You know, he's getting flirted with her.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Pepper Salt saw that, and I'm surprised Salt... She saw the signs, but she never moved on it.
She saw, she knew it. Because Pepper made the reference that I ain't got to tell her nothing she don't already know. So he was like, you know, if you tell her, you getting cut from the group. And she was like, I ain't got to tell her nothing she don't already know. So she know this. And in fact, they showed shortly after that, she got a phone call. She went to answer the phone. The girl asked for Herbie, but she was like, who is this? She said, oh, this Cheryl. Girl, you probably want to check your bed sheets, honey. I wouldn't sleep in that bed if I was you.
And that sounds so legit. I remember back in the day, women, it just do stuff like that. It just sound right.
Somebody did you like that?
No, I know what you do, man.
So Cheryl wrote. It seems like Herbie is preoccupied with girls and women, females and stuff. So she got a chance to express yourself. You know, y'all know, express yourself.
Well, I don't know who the older guy was.
I don't know, but he said he's not doing this no more.
Yeah, because he didn't sign up, be all this gangster rap and all that. But I think he gave her the inspiration to, like, you know, take the lead with the women empowerment. And he said, I believe in you. You write this. And he was some kind of mentor. And that's when she came up with the idea of express yourself.
Yeah. And Pepper met this new man and everything. And he ended up knocking her up and she getting pregnant. And she told him and he was like...
Dude said, drinks on me. And Pepper said, if you try to impress me...
It worked.
Ooh, that's all it took to impress you.
So yeah, she got knocked up. She got pregnant by this guy. Really don't know too much about him. I don't know what,
you know, if he was a Jamaican dude or something.
And I don't know if he was supposed to be, you know, a street dude or what, you know, selling street, making street money, because, you know, when they showed her walking up, he was on the phone call, something about, I don't know, some thousands of dollars or something like that. So, and it seemed like she don't know who he was, you know, as far as his background.
Yeah, he didn't want that baby, man. He said, I thought you was on the pill. Man.
So, and they jumped from that scene to the scene where Cheryl was just she came into Herbie Knight's house. I thought it would have been theirs. But anyway, came into his house and
just holding the baby.
She was just holding the baby. I was like, okay, well, Pepper must have had that baby.
That's what I thought. That's Pepper baby. Then I saw the girl leaning against the wall on the side. I said, who is she? The little baby sister or something?
Yeah. You know? That just didn't make sense.
Yeah, but to find out that's the baby, that's the girl Herbie had the baby with, and Salt just, you know, holding Herbie baby mama baby in her hand. She didn't know who she was holding.
Yeah.
And I was like, that whole scene is weird.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
Then the mama came in there fussing about something.
Yeah.
In Haitian.
Yeah.
That whole scene was weird.
Like, that was weird. It's like, that y'all didn't tell us enough information about that. I mean, we can gather that. We already knew he was a womanizer. He loved the females, but then y'all could have said something like, how she even get the baby in her hand? Right. Like, oh, this your baby, get it back. Well, who put it in your hand? How you get it?
Then he finally tell her that, this, you know, my baby from old girl. And the next scene, Salt runs out the house and she throwing up. And then that's when he said, she pregnant
I thought
too?
She was pregnant.
Because it's the whole scene's like ran together. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
So,
but come to find out when I watched the after thing, because I don't think they said it.
No, they never said it. No.
But she was bulimic. So a lot of stuff when she would binge, being salt-n-pepa stressed her out. She ate. And of course he talked about her weight too. Right. Like, you getting a little fluffy, honey, you got to pull back. And so that probably was a mental strain on her, just dealing with all of
the industry in whole, especially with women. You got to have a certain look. You had to have a certain size, and especially back then, you know, you're not gonna sell records if you look all like they want you to look, okay? And you know, cause back then you put the posters on the wall, so it's all about image. So, so
the next scene they start working on the song "Let's Talk About Sex," and of course the epidemic was very, very high at that time. You know, we know that Magic Johnson had, you know, said that he had AIDS, and I guess his money cured that. But so they started changing to talk about sex. Let's talk about AIDS. And Peppa meets Tretch, which was probably the worst. And I remember when they was actually dating, you know.
Yeah, I remember that too, man.
And salt-n-pepa go to the Arsenio Hall show, and he was saying, you know, y'all the #1 rap group, I guess, you know, like in different countries and stuff. And now ask the question, you know.
Now I'm asking her. Well, Arsenio asked Salt, you know, you and Herbie, y'all dating, y'all, you know, you got a baby. She said, yeah. And I thought, in my personal opinion, Salt should have stopped Arsenio. Well, that's not Herbie's baby. That's such and such baby. Because, oh boy, which I don't blame him. I said, man, so you embarrassed that you got a baby about me?
Because the dude was sending all this.
Yeah.
Both of them, actually.
Both of them sending all this. It's because the dude looked at Herbie, and Herbie had to like, yeah. But that was Salt should have like, oh no, correct Arsenio. Said, no, that's not Herbie's baby. You know, I'm dating somebody else, and you know, that's our baby. You know. And but she's saying, well, if she did, my wife. She said that
you did it again.
You know, I'm saying she is you.
Well, you could say as some. I don't know, just she just seems so random.
Okay,
like,
my wife, Kourtney, Coco, I don't know who else you want me to call, but said that if she would have stopped Arsenio and told him, no, that's not Herbie baby, that's such and such baby, it would have caused a big ruckus in the media. And the whole image of the group would have kind of blew up, in a bad way.
Yeah.
So
I was saying that, you know, that's something that you want to say aside from, hey, you know, when we're going on this show, we probably want to go ahead and reveal that yada yada yada, and then we'll go forward, because you never know, you know, what kind of answers that you may be asked. So, you know, I would have just said it, you know, but I do understand why she didn't say it. I don't think it was because of embarrassment. I think it was just because they had this whole image.
Business, right? It's an image, but still, I felt the old boy point of view
and he got mad about that too. He stormed out. He talked about he got mad
saying
about it.
You can't have a baby by me. You think I'm a nobody, and that's how you would feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
let's move on to where Peppa was having a party in her house. And I was wondering why Trish was following her around. Like, that's he was
stalking me.
He was crazy. Now, I knew by OPP the way he looked a little off, but they really made him seem like very possessive, abusive, and crazy. And I guess that's what he was. But he was following her around her own house, sneaking around, seeing what she was doing, who she was talking to, and ended up walking in on the phone call, or when she got finished, because she wanted to tell Cheryl about the songs.
Shoot. Yeah, shoot.
And how it came to and everything. She said, okay, well, I'm finna go into church, but you know, okay. So he was like, who you talking to? And she was like, what?
Yeah, he had a jealous streak. But then again, like you said, the dude had some issues. Let's keep it real. He had some issues. But he said the way he grew up, no dad, he was homeless, yada, yada, yada. Which sometimes will make you act all weird. But I still can't give him a pass on that. He was just like possessive, jealous, and abusive.
Yeah. So they are traveling all over. They are right now in Russia, and you know, Salt just getting tired of Peppa, like living her best life, huh? She is loving it, you know, cheering and all. But Salt is really taking a toll on her. So she's just like, you know, do you think like where we're gonna go from here? Like, you know,
we're gonna be 50, 60 years old talking about pushing. Which they doing now.
You're right. They doing because they still touring.
So her dream came true.
It's so funny. So yeah, and so she was like, I don't want to do this like for the rest of my life. You know, I want this to end. You know, I guess she's saying I want to make my money, then live my best life after that. You know, so Peppa like, girl, we're gonna be doing this, honey. Good night. So she's, you know, so I guess at that point the pressure of everything just started to weigh on her and begin to crack. So they got They will be starring at the Essence, I guess an Essence Award or an Essence meeting or some kind of, thing for Essence. And Essence is like very
upscale, high class.
So she told her she would not perform the song
Do What You Want.
None of your business.
Right.
If I want to take a guy out tonight, it's none of your business.
Yeah, that song was ratchet, but go ahead.
Yeah, and it was very, I guess, sexual and very explicit as far as the type of audience you finna perform in. So she made a promise to the lady, I forgot her name, of an Essence that she wouldn't perform that song. Pepper and them was like, girl, we done practice and everything. We finna perform it. So they performed it and the lady got mad and she just pretty much stormed out. Like, them people in there like,
and Herbie, his thing was, who gave you the permission to tell her that we weren't gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? True. And Herbie had a lot of control of the group. And I think after that, she went back in the room and started eating again.
Yeah, because that's what I got, So she started binge eating and, throwing up, so yeah.
Well, I'm going to say something about that scene. I know, she was going through some tough times when she was being, doing that scene, binge eating like that, because of her condition of being bulimic. But I don't care what anybody say. That whole scene looked like the scene from New Jack City and Chris Rock taking that crack pipe. You remember the scene he was crying? Ooh.
I don't remember.
You remember it? Yeah, that's what. When I saw the scene, she was crying, eating, and the raining and thundering. I said, that scene right out of New Jack City.
So, Trench is they are getting ready to go to some kind of place or something like that. And so Pep was like, she finna wear some jeans and stuff. And so she was like, I want my butt to look big. I want my butt, because they make my butt look good. So he was like, well, who your butt supposed to be looking good for? Nobody but me. So anyway, long story short than that, he got upset like he do. And he just pretty much just went off. And they never showed scenes of him physically hurting her or hitting her, but from, I guess, they was trying to depict that he was physically abusive as well, allegedly. I guess that's what we got out of it. So it seems like they're going to court in 1996 to pretty much, because when Herbie sued salt-n-pepa. The corporation had Herbie sue salt-n-pepa. And salt-n-pepa won the court case. Yep. And they told Herbie they were willing to sell out of court, but the people that was in power told Herbie, no, sue them, and they lost. They lost. Good for them. And I don't know if this was before or after, but I did put in there that Trish and Pepper did end up getting married. Even though she knew, dude was like he was, they did end up getting married, but, we saw later on that, they end up getting a divorce. And I think that was best because they were just totally toxic for each other. So after everything was, the court and all that stuff, and they won, Pepper was supposed to show up for rehearsal, and she wasn't. She was up there throwing a whole house party, upstairs, downstairs, people everywhere, a whole house party, and she was supposed to be, rehearsing for their song. So
Pepper was
Salt got tired of holding it down.
Yeah, Pepper was living her best life, baby, throwing the parties, and Pepper, she didn't take responsibility, and Salt, just like you said, she just got tired of it. Yeah.
So they were supposed to be, they touring, they salt-n-pepa. Now they dropped down to just doing club scenes and trying to, and Salt wasn't with it, but Pepper like, girl, we need to make some money. I got bills to pay.
And like Pepper said, Salt said, I didn't tell you to get that big house.
That's right.
Yeah, but Pepper said, I asked you about it. You said, go ahead and get it. We good now. And sometimes when you make that type of money so fast, you gotta sit back and you're like, okay, I gotta look at the bigger picture here. Should I get a big house or should I get a nice house and save the rest of it? And they young, they didn't know.
So Cheryl ended up getting pregnant again, and they were performing, and she fell. And while she was so many months pregnant, but come to find out, that the baby was okay, so she was able to, but yeah, it was a little scary for them.
The doctor told her she had to stop touring.
She had to stop touring, and I guess she did. I guess she did. And Pepper said, "Girl, I had a dream about death. Girl, I had premonition." So I think Pepper did say she was psychic.
She did say that?
She said she was psychic. She did say she was psychic, but she said, but I can't see my own problems.
That's
So she did say she had a premonition about death, and come to find out that it really truly was the death of Salt-n-Pepa. That's what she felt like it was. So she said that Salt calls Pepper and pretty much tell her that, you know, girl, we got to stop this. We can't be friends no more. I just feel like I don't even know who I am. I need to get back in church. You know, I need to, you know, get saved and all this stuff. I have left, I guess she's saying, I left God out here pushing it and doing all this stuff. And I just need to find who I am. You know, this Salt-n-Pepa thing has really just took a toll on me, and I'm just not in a good place. And at that time, Pepper was finna tell her that Tretch, you know,
she left him.
Yeah, he left her, and she wasn't at a good place. But you know, they both on the phone crying. But you know,
yeah, because Salt, that sermon at church was like God was talking to her. You know, you need to cut people out of your life that's, you know, holding you back, and that's why she made a phone call to Pepper. And they both was at a crossroads in their life, and yeah, it was kind of, you know, I can kind of see why Pepper felt the way she did. She felt like Salt just walked away from everything, and you know, cause Pepper asked Salt never to leave her, and she felt like Salt left her.
And afterwards, on the after little thing when they were actually talking to Salt-n-Pepa, Salt said that she apologized for saying it so abruptly, you know, saying how she said and everything. She really didn't know how to say it. They were young. They didn't know how to communicate, really.
Right.
And so she said she apologized for leaving her, but she had to do it for her mental state because she was not in a good place. And so she said one thing that she took advice from, I guess now, but she said, girl, you got to learn how to stop being so emotionally caught up into Salt-n-Pepa. You got to learn how to separate the two.
Right.
The business from your personal life, because she said that's what she had to learn how to do, separate them, and she didn't learn how to do that. It was always, you know.
That's right.
And so it seems like they split, and after 15 years of being together, at that time they split up, and it was so much stuff going on with Pepper that she tried to take her own life. She was about to, but it's her son or her daughter. Somebody called her name, and she, you know, at that point, because it was a lot. It was a lot for both of them, you know. It's so, you know, people look at, they want to have the money that actresses and entertainers have, but they're not willing to go through the pain that they go through of sometimes just not being loved, not feeling good enough. And I just can't imagine. I can't imagine.
And you know,
that's pretty much it.
Well, since that's what I want to say, I want to say this about Salt-n-Pepa. Me growing up back then, they had you know, I know who they were. Okay, they have. You know, they influenced my memories back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hit push, I remember where I was at when I first heard it and how I felt when I first heard it. So these two ladies, actually three, because they didn't get Spin no kind of so that's why I think
she
Spin
had like 3 words.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why Spin was kind of upset about this whole movie.
Because she played a bigger role,
right?
They didn't give it to her.
They didn't give it to her, right? And but those 3 ladies, man, you know, we all remember Salt-n-Pepa. We went to the club dancing, and the girls, you know, they had somebody they can look up to and dress like, you know. And the guys, we just go to the grocery store, and the girls walk around the store, they Salt-n-Pepa jacket on. We try to holler at them, hey baby, you want this fruit punch, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we was in high school.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, I'm talking about we were like 14, 13,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I remember all that, man. To see that series and, you know, Salt-n-Pepa, what they contribute to the music scene back then, man, it changed a lot of people's lives.
It did. And even them talking about, after the show, they were talking about, you know, just being in such a male-dominated area, you know, and I think she said Russell Simmons was like, you know, he brushed them off like they ain't nothing. And now, Russell, then one time I think he asked for them to go on tour. They were like, nah, we ain't going.
Right.
You know, so he
didn't
believe in them.
Yeah, because they made a footprint for a lot of female rappers.
Yeah.
You know, Queen Latifah, MC Lights, you know, Nicki Minaj, all them,
and all that stuff. It probably wouldn't be a lot of them because they kind of bust through that scene. You know, they first rap, from what we saw, their first rap song was dissing some dudes.
Right. Now, like you said, back then you still had the, you know, Shantae's and all that. Yeah, Ron Stack, Shantae's and all that. You had them back then. But I'm just talking about for a big female group on the rap scene, it was Salt-n-Pepa. And man, you know, so yeah, much kudos to them ladies.
Yeah,
man.
I know I love their music, and you know, just wanted to be like them because they just did a lot of stuff and trendsetters. They really were trendsetters. It seems like that 2020 marked their 35 years of being in the business. 35 years.
So if you 20 years old, you probably who Salt-n-Pepa is. You know who Salt-n-Pepa is.
Yeah.
I don't care. You 20. 15, you know who Salt-n-Pepa is.
Yeah. And then the fact that, like you said, she said, are we going to be doing this 50 years old? Yeah.
Yeah, y'all still pushing. Now, we gave y'all kudos and stuff. Now, here comes the cracks. Yeah, y'all still pushing it. Y'all might be pushing it till y'all 80, but it's all
they still pushing it. And, you know, that's how they making their money, you know, so, yeah. But, yeah, so to this point, the Salt-n-Pepa are now, you know, friends and they tour together. So, yeah, they now in a better place. So, you know, they said that they like polar opposites, but then again, they're the same. So they enjoy each other.
Y'all need patch it up with Spin. Y'all need patch that up.
Oh yes, Lord.
Patch that up,
yes.
Man.
Because when she went on Love Goes,
that
was a lot of stuff she was hurt about. You know?
So y'all need to patch that up. If y'all want, come on this challenge to patch things up.
That's right.
Y'all come on. And we can pass free of charge. We sit back and let y'all talk it out. Then she be in the background trying to push it, even though she too old to be pushing it.
All right, you guys. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this review of Salt-n-Pepa. Just our opinion. Just our take on it. It was okay. It was okay. I think it could have gotten more in depth, but you know, hey, if it would have been something like on HBO somewhere we can push out them commercials, that's what you'll push out them commercials. But I understand they have to do sponsorship.
And that plus the budget had to be bigger, and also you know, like y'all could, you know, I understand you have a smaller budget. You know, but the Martin Lawrence and Sonny Hall and the guy playing two people and some of the wigs. But it is what it is.
All right, you guys. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Enjoy the rest of our Sunday together. So we will see you guys on the next video. We're gonna do Wendy Williams, which will be next Saturday, and then we're gonna get a chance to do Whitney Houston. If he don't do it, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it.
I know I can't be myself on Whitney because Whitney stuff. Her whole story is so tragic.
Yeah, they always say that I look like Whitney Houston even growing up. So you know. Anyway.
Like Whitney Hudson from Martin Lawrence. On
that note, you guys, we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to do what? Go with God and let God go with you. Deuces.
And right, Whitney Hudson.